to choosing to see the blessing in everything and or to find yourself in neutral. There once was this Chinese farmer who woke up one morning, went outside, and saw that one of his prize horses had broken out and left the farm. And the neighbors came by and they said, "Oh my God, what terrible luck you have. Your best horse has taken off." And he said, "Maybe so, maybe not. We'll see." Well, the next day, his son was out walking through the fields and he noticed that there were 5 extra horses in the horse pen and that his horse had come back with 5 other horses. And the neighbors came running over and they said, "Oh my God, what amazing luck you have. You lost your horse and then your horse brought you 5 more horses. Let's go." And he said, "Maybe so, maybe not. We'll see." Well, the next day, his son, his only son, was trying to tame one of the horses and he got bucked off, fell, and broke his leg. And the neighbors came over and they said, "Oh my God, what terrible luck you have. Your one and only son who helps you with the house and the fields broke his leg. What terrible luck you have." And he said, "Maybe so, maybe not. We'll see." Well, the next day, the Chinese army came by looking for able-bodied young men to join the army and go to war. And they knocked on his door and they saw that his son's leg was broken and they kept going. And the neighbors came by and they said, "Oh my God, what amazing luck you have. If your son's leg wouldn't have been broken, he would have been in the army. How lucky are you?" And he said, "Maybe so, maybe not. We'll see." The moral of this story, as it pertains to you, is you don't know enough to know whether something is a blessing or a curse. So it's your job to be open to everything and attached to nothing. It's your job to have high intention and low attachment because you don't know what the universe, what God, what Buddha, what Krishna, what Jesus, what Allah is trying to do for and through you. You don't know enough. So the current scenario, the current relationship that you think is doomed, the current job situation that feels like it's sucking your soul, you don't know enough to know what you're being set up for. There's so much life that happens that's orchestrated beyond what you can control. And so your job is to see and experience paradise where you formerly saw and experienced prison. Because paradise is a perception. It's a construct. It's a choosing to see the blessing in everything and or to find yourself in neutral. This 1965 Stingray right here behind me is a stick. It's a Ford shifter. And sometimes when I pull up to a red light, instead of downshifting, I just go into neutral and I let the car do what the car is going to do. And I dictate what gear I go into based on the traffic. Well, that's the invitation for you. If you can't find paradise, find neutral. Because at some level, all events are neutral until we name them. A breakup could be a blessing or it could be a curse. An illness can be a blessing or it can be a curse. It could be a tombstone or it could be a stepping stone. When I had my heart condition come up at 25 years old, I chose for it to be a stepping stone. I wouldn't be talking to you today if I didn't choose, because I could have chose, I'm 25, I have a heart condition, people in my family have died from this same thing, and I'm 25 and it's already here, so clearly that's what I'm headed towards. But no, I chose something different. I chose to see the blessing. I chose to make it a stepping stone. I chose to find my way to neutral and then eventually find my way to first, second, third, fourth, fifth gear and cruising down the highway of life, experiencing the fullness of the journey because I say so. Because what else am I going to do? So the next time you find yourself in a situation where your mind wants to make it bad and wrong and dirty and terrible and messed up and all these things, maybe so, maybe not. We'll see. That's the opening. That's the portal. We say in our workshop, the Bridge Experience, that one of the most powerful leadership moves in the world is the pivot, is to be able to shift your perspective to something different, to find the nutrients inside of the manure. Bad day for the ego, great day for the soul. Because the soul knows. Your soul, threefold beings, body, mind, soul. The mind is a conglomeration of all of the marketing and programming and social conditioning and all the things that have occurred up until this point in your life. The body, living library. It's like an SD card that just stores everything you've been through, unless you take that card and you put it into one of those things and you download, you allow it to complete itself so that the card is clear, that there's more memory and spaciousness to record. This is good. I'm just flowing right now. There's more spaciousness to record on your camera that is your body, to capture life. But the soul is the whole thing. The soul is the tripod and the room and everything else. It holds the whole thing. And the soul, your soul knows the truth. It's your job to clear the clutter of your mind and to create spaciousness in your body so that the soul can speak and do its work through you. We are all unique snowflakes. Not one of us has the same fingerprints, unique snowflakes with divine curriculums that only each and every one of us can bring forward. And if you don't, the universe will tap someone else. Some of you right now are in the midst of a tap. It starts with a whisper, and it becomes a tap. Hey, you, this is yours. You, this is yours. I will remove stuff so you know this is yours. I will raise stuff into your space so you know it's yours. Then it becomes a 2x4, right? Okay, you're not listening? Sickness. You're not listening? Destruction. You're not listening? Your marriage, your relationship must go, but you can listen. Now, the beautiful thing about all of that is all life comes with contrast. Can't have a left without a right. Can't have an up without a down. Can't have an in without an out. It's all contrast. The problem is that we make our God left and we make the devil right. We make our God in and the devil out. It's all the same thing. It's all God. It comes with the car. So that's your work, to see that most of it is neutral until you name it. Left is neutral until I name it something. Right is neutral until I name it something. It's just right. If this resonated, if this landed in your system, ask a couple things. One, make sure you leave a review if you're watching this or listening to this on Apple or Spotify, so that this can go. I literally believe that a part of my job, and yours too, because we do this together, birds of a feather flock together, is to spread this message, all of them. So please leave a review and share this with somebody if it landed for you. And if you are in a position where you want to level yourself up when it comes to your abundance game, I wrote a book called Spiritual Millionaire, Unlock the 7 Inner Laws of Abundance and Money. If that is something that you feel like you need to check into, go to prestonsmiles.com/book, or check the show notes or the link somewhere here in my bio or below. Blessings and blessings, y'all. I love you so much. I appreciate you. I would really love to hear from you. If there's any clips or things in here that are resonating for you, at me, at Preston Smiles, and let me know. Peace and blessings.